Is Assad a friend of the United States?
No.
Do you consider him a war criminal?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think is he aligned with Iran?
Iran has been supporting Assad
Without
over
Iran
the last 8 years.
helping Assad, he would not be around because Hezbollah came to his aid when nobody else would. You agree with that?
Yes.
I
Iran
think
was
you're
an
a
early
good-
supporter of Assad.
Yeah. Well, Russia and Iran keep Assad functioning. Yeah, you're a good man. You're a good choice for this. So my questions are really not about you and your policies. It's about this president's policies. I could not agree more with Senator Markey. This is the most screwed up decision I've seen since I've been in Congress. Do you agree with this? If Iran gets stronger in Syria, it's to the detriment of Israel.
Yes.
Do you agree that it is in our national security interest to make sure that we have a partnership in Syria that will contain Iran's ambitions?
Yes, that is our strategy, to reverse Iran's power projection and to deny them the revenues.
Do you agree with me that if ISIS comes roaring back, it will be very difficult to contain? The Kurds will have a hard time fighting Turkey and taking care of the ISIS prisoners. That's a bad spot for the Kurds to be in. Do you agree?
In terms of the position the Kurds are in, it's a question for Jim Jeffrey.
If they seize the oil fields in Syria, they will be stronger and have more resources, not less.
I don't know the odds of Iran taking the oil
If
fields
they
in
did.
Syria, but I can say that, so what we have tried to do is that Iran does
It's
try
a
to
simple
use,
question. If they did seize the oil fields in Syria, would it help their regime in terms of their capability?
if they're able to get more revenue,
Well,
then that's always a bad thing.
All I can say, that's not a hard question. The answer is yes. So my view is that the biggest winner of this decision by the president, if he follows through with it, to abandon Syria will be Iran, ISIS, and the biggest loser is going to be our Kurdish allies who fought bravely with us, our friends in Israel. And do you see Turkey's actions going into Syria as undercutting our policies toward Iran?
Our diplomacy, so I would say our troops in the Northeast are there to ensure the enduring defeat of ISIS. Our diplomats working on Syria are there to...
Let's just talk about the troops are there to ensure the enduring defeat of ISIS by partnering with the Kurds. Isn't that correct? Syrian Democratic Forces.
Beyond the ISIS mission and how it's accomplished.
But we're not there in large enough numbers.
Right.
We're there in hundreds. It's the thousands of Kurdish fighters and Arab fighters and the Syrian Democratic Forces that we rely upon. Do you agree with that?
That's a question, I think, for the person. I am the U.S. Special Representative for
never
Iran.
mind,
I'm happy
never
to
mind.
speak to the Iran
I'll
question.
end this. I ask you a very simple question. Does Erdogan's invasion of Syria, putting our Kurdish allies at risk, driving President Trump out of Syria in terms of our military presence, do you think over time that will inure to the benefit of Iran?
I believe that the strategy that we have put in place will accomplish our objectives to deny Iran the revenue it needs.
Does your strategy include allowing Erdogan to slaughter the Kurds?
That is not part of our strategy.
Does your strategy include leaving the oil fields in Syria for the taking by Iran?
I have not heard
any
proposal to enable Iran to take oil fields in Syria.
Senator Menendez.
I just associate myself with Senator Graham's line of questioning, and it's a very legitimate line of questioning, and it's a very serious one.